fans seem to pump the brakes on Kyler Murray following his second preseason game. After an impressive 6-for-7 debut the week before, Kyler struggled against the Raiders. Murray certainly looked like a rookie on the field, going 3 of 8, only 12 yards passing, was sacked twice, including once for a safety. The Cardinals also committed 1 delay of game penalty and 2 false starts with Murray under center. After the game, Kyler admitted he didn't look good, but also attributed it to only being the preseason. So, Shannon, is Kyler's rough game a big deal or no big deal?
Yeah, Shannon. What
is going on?
Whoa,
go ahead.
Hold on. You mean to tell me he's not going to the Hall of Fame this year? You know they got to get together at the Hall of Fame a couple of weeks. He's not going to be there? Whoa!
Tell me when it's my turn.
It's not your turn just yet, Skip Bayless. Look, Skip, I think what happened was the Raiders gave people a blueprint of how you should attack this young man. Because you look at the Raiders played their starters. And what Kyler Murray had to find out the hard way is that the NFL defenses, they can really run, especially DNs. If you see how you watch, like, on some of those plays, if Kyler Murray's in college, Kyler Murray's going to scramble and get 40 yards. But those defensive ends, they understand is what NFL term is that they flatten out. They don't go to where where Kyler Murray is. They go to where he's going to be. So they're going to meet him at the intersection. Skip, there's something, and you see this. It's starting to happen an awful lot. He don't want that contact. He's going down real easy. You see that, Skip. See, most quarterbacks can take 4 or 5 of those shots a game. I don't know if he can take 1 or 2 of those a game. He's going down really easy. So, Skip, look, I'm not saying that, we should, ring the bell and say this is a national emergency, but I'm just saying, we should probably practice these drills because I got a feeling it's going to come up.
So you think it was a big deal answering Jenny's question? I want to hear you say it was a big deal.
A medium deal.
Big deal. Shannon Sharp is afraid that he's going to have egg on his face if he goes big deal.
Skip.
Yeah.
Skip, you know why it's a big deal? Let me tell you why it's a big deal.
Okay.
Because the reason why I told you why you needed to pump your brakes. I said he was leading the best offensive line in college to the worst in the NFL.
Thank you.
And last I checked, hold on, you knew that. You knew he had the worst, and you were still hyping him. Say he's a generational talent. He's transcendent.
Did I say
yeah, you said it. You said it. Yeah. So in other words, that same offensive line that he got drafted to, that's what's going to be protecting him in the regular season, and he's going to get hit a bunch.
So, Jenny, it's funny to me that I have to sit over here on most topics and hear, it's the preseason. Would you just pump your brakes? It's just preseason.
Yeah.
Right?
I've heard that.
Isn't that what I hear?
Yeah.
I've heard that.
I've heard it all show today.
No, but you saw it the Raiders did.
So why don't we pump our brakes on this preseason?
Oh, that ain't what you did the first game.
You're slamming the accelerator to the floor.
That's not what you did the first preseason game. Oh, he was 4 for 5. Look at the ball. Look at the ball come out.
I don't say it's just the preseason. I'm using your argument against you.
Okay, so are you alarmed?
I am not remotely alarmed because of what happened in this game.
What happened?
It was remotely unfair what happened. Because Paul Guenther, the defensive coordinator of the Oakland Raiders, decided to come out in the second preseason game against a rookie quarterback and just say, here we come. And while Cliff Kingsbury has been very open about we running a very complex offense, vanilla in the games. In the preseason games, we are going to be vanilla. This was vanilla versus chocolate thunder. And it was coming from everywhere.
Love it.
And again, you know why it was a big deal to me? I thought it was a great deal for Kyler Murray just to experience what he will experience come game 1, because they will try to do that.
No.
And this will give you the game film to go back and say, well, if they do this, we could do that.
Whoa, no.
Yes.
You ain't got to wait to game 1. Who they play the next preseason game?
Vikings.
Hey, Skip, guess what Paul Guenther cut his teeth? Who did he cut them under? Mike Zimmer. Mike Zimmer was the D coordinator in Cincinnati. So guess what Mike Zimmer going to do? I know them.
Guess what Cliff Kingsbury's doing as we speak? They're practicing blitz pickup and blitz options, hot receivers. And by the way, what have I told you about Kyler Murray? He is a very special athlete.
Fair.
He has the quickest feet I have seen on a football field since Barry Sanders. Oh, yeah?
I couldn't tell.
Well, if you can't block 5 guys who are all coming through, who all get loose at the snap, what's going to happen? You can't even get out of your blocks.
I just tried to skip.
Okay? If you can block 4 of them and 1 comes free, Let's see the first time he makes that guy miss, and let's see what happens 40 yards later. Let's just see what happens, and let's see how gun-shy Mike Zimmer or Paul Guenther might get when they say, God, he just gashed us for 40 yards.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Those guys are good. Those guys can run.
I told you Baker Mayfield should be the first pick in the draft, and you laughed at me, and you said it was
shake
Sam
and bake.
Darnold.
I like shake and bake.
Oh, now you do.
I like old shake and bake.
It took 1 year. I had to sit here Sunday after Sunday last football season. How many Jenny Taft did I sit over here and hear you say, where was your guy Baker yesterday?
Where was he?
Okay, where was he? And now you are trying to drive my bandwagon.
No.
This will also happen with Kyler Murray.
You took the Steelers, so you are Baker's bandwagon. You took the Steelers.
I'm not. I said he's going to have a big year, but I don't think they're quite as good as the Steelers. But I think Baker's team is way, 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 way better than Kyler's team.
Yeah.
Because Kyler's team is the worst team in the NFL,
Yes.
and they still look like the worst team in the NFL on both sides of the ball.
But that's what when I'm making an assessment, when I'm trying to grade a player, I have to factor all of that in. And I said that. I said, look, guys, if he was going to a stout offensive line, he's going to the Eagles. He's going to the Cowboys, one of these better offensive lines. Okay, maybe you can be onto something. Skip, that is the worst offensive line in football.
Okay.
So when you have the worst offensive line, you know what happens to young quarterbacks. They get hit a bunch early.
Okay. What happened with Josh Jacobs the other night? He looked like Ezekiel Elliott. Why? Because Arizona's bad on both sides.
Yeah.
Well, this all just heaps pressure on the little starting quarterback.
I don't know about no pressure.
Yep.
No, you tell me that. No, he's the first guy in North American sports history to get drafted by 2 sports teams in the first round.
True.
He won the Heisman. He did yada. I don't hear him about no pressure.
True. He also said, I don't feel any pressure.
Oh, I couldn't tell. And you know, and Skip.
Wait, Jenny Taft said she's not worried, so then I'm
He had to experience it sometime. It might as well be that game.
Oh, he'll go get it again. Oh, he gonna get it again, whatever they play. Hold on. Now, I remember last week, Jenny, somebody said in college, I don't know, we don't do that. I don't know why guys go to the middle of the field and shake hands and talk to players. Can we pull that up? Because do I got that in the can? Does anybody else? We ain't got that.
We remember it.
No. Oh, who is this?
Oh. He didn't need to talk to players. He didn't understand it, but he's learning. He's adapting to the league.
Whoa. I said, my grandfather, you said, boy, if you're not careful, you'll become the very thing you despise the most.
Really?
Maybe, Shannon, you heard what you said.
Oh.
It was a preseason game. When the real games start, he will not go to the middle of the field.
And
by the way, was that the middle of the field, or did AB come over to him?
Hold on, I'm just asking.
You can't be a jerk and just ignore a guy who wants to shake your hand.
So the preseason. So what are we doing in the preseason? Are we getting ready for what, Jenny?
The season.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait,
Regular season.
Is Oakland in Arizona's division? I don't think so. Are they an arch rival? I don't think
My
so.
only thing is that the reason why guys do this, some of these guys, they know each other. They train together in the offseason. They might have played together in college.
Yep.
That's what it's about.
I don't think AB knew Kyler.
Yes, they were throwing together. Remember in Arizona, they were throwing together, he and Hollywood and
Yeah,
AB?
they have a relationship because of Hollywood, I think, is where the connection goes. So I think he did work with him. Yep. So anyways, but good catch on
you
that.
can't
Good
ignore
catch
him
on
if he
that.
comes over.
Yes, you can.
Guys, we're moving on.
You do it all the time.
Shannon, you're going to be wrong
we'll
again
have more
on this.
Kyler again. Tom Brady is getting Josh Gordon back, but how much help will he provide? That's next.
And I won't back down.